Hello everyone. Today we're going to learn how to calculate the error and perimeter of composite figures. Alright, so before we're going to start, let's review some concepts. Now, first, we have the error of the triangle, right? So, let me draw a triangle. Alright, so we have the base and the height. Base and height always perpendicular, right? So this is base, this height. The error should be base times height divided by 2, right? And then if you want to calculate perimeter, basically you just add all the side length up, right? So basically if I have this guy equal S, this guy equal Y, and this guy equal B, so basically perimeter equal S plus Y plus B, okay? Now, next one, we're going to talk about the square, right? So error of the square should be, so I have this A, right? So all sides congruent, right? So A, the error should be A times A, which means A square, okay? Perimeter is going to be all sides up, so because all sides, add all sides up, so because all sides congruent, right? So we have like 4 times A. All right, now next one, we're going to move on to the rectangle. All right, so we have this is A and this is B. All right, so error equal A times B. And then perimeter should be A plus B altogether multiplied by 2. Okay, now, so this is first, this is second, this is third. Now we're going to talk about the trapezoid. Okay, trapezoid. Trapezoid has two parallel bases. So I have this is base 1, this is base 2, and the height right here. The height. So the error is should be base 1 plus base 2, right, multiplied by the height divided by 2, right? Okay. Now next one we're gonna talk about after the trapezoids, we're gonna talk about the parallelogram. Okay. So we have the parallelogram right here. Now you need to be careful with the parallelogram. So so if you choose this guy the base, okay, and the height right here, keep in mind the base and the height always perpendicular, okay. The height could be outside the figure, so the height could be right here, okay, and the base, I just extend this one. Now be careful, the base is from here. If you choose the height right here, okay, and then the base should be from here to here only. Sometimes they give you, for example, they give you this is 2, this is just distractor, so you need to be careful, don't count 2, okay, you just count from here to here. If you choose this one as a height, all right, because the height and the base perpendicular, okay. Or if you choose this guy the base, for example, if you choose this guy, if you choose this guy the base, okay, and the height should be right here. Keep in mind the height and the base always perpendicular, okay. So so the error is gonna be the same thing, base times height, right? So it's gonna be A equal base times height, okay. All right, so I give you example about the parallelogram, okay. So let's see. um, um, let me erase this one first. Okay, so the parallelogram, I have the parallelogram right here. Okay, they give you this guy. All right, all right. So they give you this is 5. All right, this is 3. All right, and you need to extend this one right here, and you see that this guy perpendicular. All right, so they give you this guy 4. They give you this guy 4. and they ask you to calculate this guy right here. All right, equal how much? Okay. All right. So basically, now we need to calculate the error of the parallelogram using the formula what? Base times height, base times height, right? So if I choose this guy, the base, and my height should be right here. Okay. So error should be what? Equal 15, right? 5 times 3. Okay, 5 times 3. Now, second one, if I choose this guy, the base, right? If I choose this guy as a base, and my height is right here, my height equal 4. Okay, so it's a error still equal what? 4 times, I call this is S. Okay, I don't know, I call this S. All right. So basically, the error, you have two different ways to calculate it, but they same error, right? So they have the same error. So it's gonna be 4S. You just equate for S equal 15, and S equal 15 divided by 4. All right. So that is your answer. Okay. So this is the answer of this guy, 15 divided by 4. All right. And hope you understand this concept. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to the rhombus. Okay. The rhombus. So I have the rhombus right here. Right. The rhombus has all sides congruent and then two perpendicular diagonal. Okay. Two perpendicular diagonals. So I call the first diagonal D1 and the second diagonal is D2. So error is going to be equal D1 times D2 divided by 2. Okay. Now, next one, I'm going to talk about a kite. So the kite is going to be like this. Okay. Right. This one. All right. So the kite. So the longer diagonal will be a perpendicular bisector of the shorter diagonal. Okay. So I have this guy right here, and this is still D1, and this D2. I use the same formula. Okay. So any quadrilateral with diagonal perpendicular. Okay. The error should be D1 times D2 divided by 2. Okay. Okay. So next one, the kite. Okay. Now the circle. Okay, the area of the circle. So I have the circle right here, right? I have the radius right here. So it could be pi times r square, area of the circle. Okay. If I need to calculate the area of the half circle, so I need to divide by 2, right? Quarter circle, I need to divide by 4, right? Right. 3/4 of the circle, and then after I divide by 4, right? After I divide by 4, I need to multiply by 3. So this is 3/4, right? Um, circumference, okay? Now circumference, you need to be careful, okay? Circumference. So let's talk about the circumference. Circumference of the whole circle should be 2 times pi times r, or pi times d. The reason why, because 2 times r which means diameter, so I replace uh, 2 times r with d right here, diameter. Okay. Now semicircle. So let me write this one. I have a semicircle right here. All right. So I have the the center right here. Okay. Now I need to calculate the area of the semicircle. I use the area of the whole circle divided by 2. Now, if the semicircle stay along like this, okay. Now, question asks you to calculate the circumference or perimeter. So so I use the circumference of the whole circle. It's gonna be 2 times pi times r. Right. This is the whole circle. Now I need to divide by 2. If I divide by 2, I get the distance from here to here. This guy only. Right. But I need to add the diameter. Okay. I need to add the diameter. So I need to add d. Right. I need to add this line right here. Okay. Right? So I simplify, it's going to be pi times r plus d. Okay. But this guy, if the semicircle stay inside the composite figure And then you need to be careful. You need to know when you add diameter or not. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this example later. Okay. All right. So okay, let me erase this one. Okay. So we're gonna talk about the next one. We're gonna talk about the area of the sector. Okay. So for example, I have the circle right here. All right. So I have the center right here. From here to here, it could be radius, right? So I have the angle right here. So I have this angle, for example, it could be like 30 degree. Okay, 30 degree. Okay. Now I need to calculate the area of this sector right here, and I know the radius is gonna be like, for example, 5. Okay. So you need to use the formula, right? And this is the trick. Okay. Part over whole right here equal part over whole. All right. Keep this formula in mind. Okay. All right. So it helps you ace every single test, especially SAT. Okay. So part now I need to calculate the error of this sector. So this sector I don't know the error. I just put S, right? So I have S over. Now because the error of the sector right here is the part of the whole circle, right? Okay. So I need to calculate the error of the whole circle. Does that mean it's going to be pi times r squared? So pi times r squared, but r equal radius equal 5, right? Radius equal 5. All right, so it's gonna be 5 squared, which means 25, right? So I put 25 right here equal. Now the second one, all right, there's information I haven't used, which is 30 degree right here. Okay, so the part of 30 degree right here. Okay, now you see that the measure of the whole circle right here should be 360 degree. Okay, so it's 30 degree over 360. Now I simplify it. All right, so S over 25 pi, right, equal 30 over 360. Okay, guys, so a lot of students, when they get this one and then they do cross multiplication. Okay, my suggestion is no, don't do that. Okay, if you do that, you're gonna waste your time. Okay, and you're gonna be confused. Okay, so you need to simplify it. 30 over 360 right here. It should be 1 over 12, right? 12. Okay, 1 over 12. Okay. Now you at this time you can cross multiply. So S equal 25 pi over 12, and this is the final answer. Okay. All right. So let's see what else I need to cover. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna talk about next one, the triangle. Okay. The trigonometry in the right triangle. So I have the right triangle right here. Okay. So this guy right here. The right angle. Okay, so I have this guy. I call this guy alpha. Okay, now if I need to use this angle right here, so you need to draw the arrow right here. Okay, draw the arrow, and then this guy become opposite. Okay, now the side right here, the bottom one right here, this is called adjacent because it's next to the angle. Now the guys opposite to the right angle right here. Okay, this guy always unchanged. This is hypotenuse. Okay, like that. Now second one. All right. If I need if I need to use this angle right here, I call this beta. Okay. So this right angle. Okay. So I need to draw an arrow right here, and then this guy become opposite to this angle. Right. This guy become adjacent, and this guy always unchanged. This is hypotenuse. So you see that depends on what angles you're gonna use. The opposite and adjacent always change. Okay, but the hypotenuse never change. So you need to be careful. Okay. All right. So, but how do I use the sine, cosine, tangent, and cotangent? Okay, sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent. Okay. So I show you the trick how to memorize this one. So basically, I have the sentence. All right, study our homework can always have to obtain achievement. Now look at the first letter of its words. Okay, study, hour, homework, CAHTOA. Right, side, opposite. Right, side equal opposite. So the first three letters right here. Okay, side, opposite, hypotenuse. Okay, side equal opposite over hypotenuse. Next one, the next three one right here. Okay, cosine adjacent hypotenuse. So cosine equal adjacent over hypotenuse. Next one, the last one, tangent. Right, tangent opposite adjacent. So tangent equal opposite over adjacent. And the last one, okay. So the last one, let me erase this one. The last one, cotangent, you just flip tangent, so it will be agent. Sorry, adjacent over opposite. Okay. All right. So that's pretty good, right? Okay. So let's calculate the area of this composite figure. All right. So let's take a look at the first one right here. Area and perimeter of this guy. Okay. So this is a composite figure. So you just break this guy down. So you have three figures, right? The left one, this is semicircle. The right one is a semicircle, and the middle one is gonna be perimeter. Rectangle. Okay, sorry. All right. So basically, I need to calculate. I call this a A1. If this guy A1, this guy should be A1 because they're both the same. So I just calculate 1, and then I just multiply by 2, right? Okay, and I add the middle one right here, the rectangle right here. All right. So how do I call A1? So A1 actually the semicircle. So it could be pi r squared divided by 2. Makes sense. All right. So pi right here. R. We have 6 feet right here. This is the diameter. So radius should be 6 divided by 2 equal 3. So this is radius. Okay. So now 3 squared equal 9, right? So I have 9 pi over 2. All right. And then I multiply by 2 because I have 2 A1, right? So I need to multiply by 2 and then 9p. That's the answer for the left side right here and the right side right here. Now I need to calculate the area of the rectangle. So area of rectangle, I call this A2, right? So A2 equal 6 times 10, right? 6 times 10, 6 times 10 equals 60, right? And then I need to add this guy up. So 60 plus 9 pi. All right, you just leave the answer in terms of pi. That's it. Okay.
relax, search, relax.